Hello dear student, welcome in this online session of SS lecture standard 10th English medium. Today we are going to take this lecture into the second part. Already I have made a first part of the same lecture, lesson number 21, social change. If you have not seen that part and if you have not understood the basic further detail of this lesson, obviously you must go and visit the part number 1 and you must go and see that all the detailed theory related to the social change and the definition, as well as some of the provisions related to child development program and women empowerment and lots of kinds of things we have discussed in that kind of session. Okay, so today in the second part number of this lecture number 21 lecture about of the lesson 21, that is SS 10 standard social change, we are going to learn about the elderly and helpless, protecting the people. Now see, the problem of elderly and helpless people is universal. Universal means everywhere this problem has been seen and noticed out also. The problem is that the old age is natural process. Okay, it's a genuine thing. We all are gonna move from that process, from that loop of the time. But if you talk about the detailed theory, then we can say that old age is natural process, but it is responsibility of our society always to think and help to the people who are willingly to get the help. And also we can say elderly people must be helped from their kids, from their neighbors, from their relative members and all. So we can say presently average age has increased 4.3 ratio per year, and that's how due to the improvement in the health related services, modern medical facilities, medical treatment, in we can say in every field, life expectancy has been increased out here. Now if you take off the survey about 2001 to 2005, average lifespan in India was 63.5 year, while increasing to the 67.5 year since 2015. So we can say that right now we have a lifespan that is going more than 68 years in India. Now this is a calculation. Now if you talk about the India, then we can say number of elderly people increasing by the 2.7 crore every year, and according to the estimate, if you talk about the number, then we can say elderly women it was like 5.28 crore in India, that was calculated since 2011, while the number of elderly men were 5.11 crores. So the highest number of the elderly people in the Kerala and minimum number is seen in the Arunachal Pradesh. Now in the Gujarat also we have to focus on the approximately like 35 lakhs of the people are there elderly, and because of increasing population, elderly people are also actually approximately they're not getting all the proper kind of amenities. So therefore we can say elderly people and the increasing lifespan, social physical problems are also coming. And right now elderly people who really are eligible to get all the kinds of help and love, support, nourishment from the people of their own are not getting here. So we can say due to the influence of Western culture, it has been also organized well. Now what is Western culture? See, in Indian culture we all believe on Matru Deva Bhava and Pitru Deva Bhava. It means the mother is like goddess and the father is also like the god. So that's how we respect them, and we generally live in a joint family. Okay, in the abroad country, in the Western country, it is not applicable like that much, and they are free to go on their own way. This system is actually coming in India right now, or not really coming, it has implemented in India. And due to the influence of Western culture, we can say urge to live in the nuclear family, children are forgetting their ethical responsibility towards their parents, elderly people, values, custom, and somehow elderly people are compelled to go to the old age home. This is a very, very pathetic and disgusting topic. When you send, this topic is not disgusting, actually I'm talking about when the topic is coming to send your parents at the hotel room, or at the, we can say, old age room, orphanage and all. This is really a disgusting plan in your brain. So we need to come out of this plan, and we need to respect our parents, and we need to keep in our way. Okay, that's how we can say that here old age homes are also there, but most of people are taking advantage of the old age home, and they're sending their parents to the old age home just to get the freedom. Okay, now which kind of freedom is that? I'm asking about the question that which kind of freedom is that? Is this the freedom where the parents were teaching us to make us live in the life and send them to the area which is actually not the area suitable for them? So this is how we can say. If we talk about UN, the UN has also announced in the year 1999 the International Elderly Day. It means along with the celebrating World Elderly Day at the time of international level, we are also knowing that what is the responsibility of our own, and how we can live with the elderly people, and also how we can make them to treat very well as they made us to treat very well when we were very young in the ages here. Now if we talk about the following steps. The following steps have been taken from the government. As we talk about the people, they are giving the pension, they are giving the Indira Gandhi senior citizenship also, as well as pension plan schemes also there. Adult pensions from the Atal Bihari Yojana plannings are also given there. And under these kinds of various schemes, elderly people are given more interest to the amount deposited in their bank and also in the post offices, so that they can actually make themselves relevant and self-reliant in the age when they are not about to go for the work also. Now if we talk about the male female are given 30 to 50% of the discount occasions in the bus, railways, or any kind of fare tickets too, or air tickets too. So this is how we can say state government has been helping to the elderly and the poor people. Now if we talk about the state government has also opened the old age home. This is the concept which we are gonna talk here. Opening the old age home doesn't matter that everybody should send their parents to the old age home. Opening the old age home means the old age people, those who are not having any family, okay, they are orphan, or they're not having any kind of willingly person to take them back to home, they can be living there. But this is actually a negative impact creating on the human brain, and right now most of the, we can say, like parents are sent in the old age home just in the name of freedom, and as well because their kids needed to live with their wife, with their kids, with their another family free life. So they are sending their parents, and they are thinking that their parents are actually a kind of a burden on their head, and they are sending their parents to the old age home. So here we can say government has also implemented the parent and senior citizenship care welfare related around 2007 dates, and also we can say protection schemes. Domestic violence are also protected, exploitation, abusing, this all the things are focused well. So we can say if a couple of parent is abused at the home, not given food also, because I have seen lots of kinds of case, my dear student, I have seen lots of kinds of case where kids are not giving their parents even food also, not the house, not shelter and all. The parents are just roaming here and there like they must be an animal. So is this the way they give the birth to that kind of child? It is not the way. So if you are also a child, you must love your parents, because tomorrow if your child will kick you out from the home and you are forced to live with your wife in the old age home, you will know what is the problem and what is the pain of your own mom dad when you did the same thing. Okay, so what you do, that you get. You should never do this kinds of thing. Now if you go more further, then we can say antisocial activities are also there. Now what is the antisocial activities? See my dear student, such an individual or the group or behavior which is against the rule, okay, prospered by the law in a society is called antisocial activities. We often see some criminal or antisocial or restricted activities are going in the societies, like murder, theft, kidnapping, robbery, cheating, okay, cybercrime, online fraud, which are also called the blue collar crime. So that's how we can say. On the other side, white collar crimes prevalent in the society, like bribery, Dahej Pratha, okay, that is dowry, then bribery, rishwat, corruption and all, basically tax evasion, chori karna tax ka, hoarding, adulteration, and also encroachment about the black marketing. So this is how we can say anti-social activity is also one of the activities working on the blue collar and the white collar also, and which is internally working nearby us in our society, surrounding area, public places. Nobody cares about that. That actually leads to the corruption. A proper pillar of the corruption is led by these kinds of anti-social activities. Now see, corruption is a global problem. Obviously, it's a global problem. According to the definition given by the World Bank, corruption means the misuse of the public position for the personal benefits. Thus, corruption originates due to misuse of status, power, and also by the people. Now, corruption is prevalent in some of the public and the private sectors. If we talk about the Indian society, then people involved in the corruption and they give their best in the corruption. It means they try to seek more and more money. Okay, so here we can understand giving a money or getting a money in the name of corruption is actually a crime, and you should not do that. Offering a bribe and taking a bribe is also one kind of corruption. So that's how we can say he or she must be worthy to be punished out. Punishment may be for 2 to 3 days of the jail or more than that also. Now moving further, see corruption in our country. If we talk about the corruption in our country, then we can say corruption in our country and the foreign country. Corruption prevails in many countries, small, larger scale, recent time, in the future time, in the past times also. So we can say conduct of the corruption is seen in the diverse form, and it is in the form of the given and taking money also. Gift, present, okay, then we can say costly ornaments, property, foreign trips, or we can say partial behavior and all influencing these kinds of decisions, and somehow we can say this is also kind of a corruption. So we can understand that corruption has adverse effect on the economy, society, which can be seen as follows. Now I'll show you how the corruption is making it possible. See, because of corruption behavior, there is a degradation in the normal values of social policy regulations too. It means that there is a change in the human behavior. Now problem of black money is also coming. The people are not giving actually the calculation of their earnings in the bank, and they store the money in the form of the black money. Okay, so that's how this is also one of the basic thing related to the corruption. Apart from that, we can say the trust of the people, law of state, judicial process, government administration system dealing with the honest people experiences more and more frustration and disappointment too. It means that a person who is living a life very genuine, simple, honest life, he is feeling unsatisfied. Okay, he is feeling not satisfied, unsatisfied, because he is not taking corruption, and furthermore another people are taking corruption and they are increasing their level high of living standard, foreign trips, huge car, vehicles, okay, bungalows and all. So this is also creating the frustration in the honest person's mind and disappointment also, and furthermore the corruption pulls them also in front of them. It means that honest people is also trying to get on the corruption level. So that's how this is also one kind of problem. Now injustice and disparity in the income originate, which results to the class struggle also, so human rights also violated. And furthermore we can say due to the corruption mortality and the natural we can say system is destroyed, and that's how due to the corruption morality and the national characteristics are also at the risk, and furthermore the fall of the level of economical system can be also seen there, and furthermore the people are also not supporting towards the government, neither they support to the good people also, because they think that all the people are corruption. For example, right now you can take the Department of Police. Now all the police people are not corrupted, but somehow due to some people only this whole of the department has been given a name of a corruption, which is very very bad, and we should not do this kinds of thing. Actually police people means the forces are actually to help us, to guide us, and to also give us a proper life by making their life into the risk. So we should always respect the police officers. But it is also not a right kind of thing to give a bribe to the police officer. किसी को रिश्वत देना ये भी सही नहीं होता. Okay, now how can we curb the corruption? The following are the steps to curb the corruptions. Central Anti-Bribery Bureau was established in 1964, and its chief function is to investigate the allegation against the government officers who are involved inside this kinds of corruption. It means the corrupted people must be caught red-handed and they must be punished them also. So this is how some steps are there related to the corruption. So I hope you learned maximum from this video, my dear student. The more factors are there which you can refer by yourself, and always remember one thing, that if you really want to support India, you need to support yourself first of all. Don't take any bribe, don't go near to the corruption, don't offer any corruption, and also try to help this country very very internally. Okay, and that is only the moral duty which we are trying to make it possible here. Take care. We'll see you soon in some other lecture. Till then, Jai Hind.